Have you ever thought about the wide variety of meat products in your supermarket? Are you concerned about animal welfare? In the future, you might find a completely different product to what we have today, cultured meat or in vitro meat. And although it may not seem very familiar to you today, it may become part of our future. So, let's talk about it. First of all, what is cultured meat or in vitro meat? Well, it is meat derived from the growth of animal muscle cells in the laboratory. These cells can be from animals as common as cows, pigs, or chickens. In the laboratory, the growth conditions of the cells can be simulated outside the animal. I'm sure your next question is, but how is this possible? The cells are extracted from animals with a biopsy, a puncture made on the muscle of the living animal from which a few cells can be collected. From these cells, with the right conditions and the necessary nutrients, they can divide and grow in the laboratory, exactly as they would do inside the animal. Ideally, many kilos of meat can be generated from a single animal, which will help to reduce the number of animals on farms. Now that you know more about this product, let's solve some common doubts. If we only need the cells, does the animal need to be slaughtered? The answer is no. There's no need to slaughter an animal when taking its cells with a biopsy. So, you should not worry anymore about slaughtering animals when eating meat. Which is the difference between cultured meat and traditional meat? At the cellular level, looking under the microscope, they are exactly the same. The aim of the companies that today are trying to bring this idea to the market is to make it as similar as possible to the traditional meat, in all aspects. Has it been possible to generate and to eat this meat? The answer is yes. In 2013, a hamburger made from in vitro meat was created and eaten for the first time. The verdict was that it looked like meat and it tasted like meat, although it was a bit dry, as it has to be noted that there was no fat at all, only muscle cells were grown. You might be wondering, if it's so good, why isn't it already on the market? It is a brand new product, and as such, some problems have to be fixed before it can be taken to the market. One of them is the price. The burger that was tasted in 2013 costed a total of £215,000, which comes to €245,000. So obviously, it's not a profitable product. And although costs have been reduced over time, it is still too expensive to be sold. Another problem is that cells need nutrients to grow, which comes from what is known as fetal bovine serum. It's not only very expensive, but also it derives from the blood of cows. So, until the use of fetal bovine serum is not eliminated, we cannot assure that there is no animal suffering, even if the animal is not slaughtered to make meat. Could cuts of meats, like for example steaks, be generated? At the moment, no. Muscle cells grow attached to the surface. It's easy to peel them off, but the tricky part comes when you have to rearrange everything to make it look like a tissue. The surface on which cells grow are being tested to be eatable, to have volume, and to have pores. In this way, we would have something more similar to a cut of meat. Nevertheless, other tissues like adipose tissue, cartilaginous tissue, need to be cultured at the same time. So this complicates a lot the whole process. Finally, why do we need in vitro meat if we already have meat? In 2019, 1,920,000 hectares were deforested in the Amazon just to use the land for cattle breeding, which is 80% of all Amazon deforestation that year. To give you an idea, it is as if almost the whole surface of Slovenia had been deforested in just 1 year, and only to make farms, a whole European country. In vitro meat is presented as a more environmentally friendly option, as it does not need large pieces of land, and with fewer animals we would have the same amount of meat. However, until we don't have this product on the market, we will not know if it's positive for our planet. Furthermore, other products like leather or milk would not be produced. In any case, something is clear. We have to stop massive production of meat. Now you know what could be another alternative to meat. Although nowadays not a reality, in the near future it could be, and it will be in your hands to choose. So, what about you? Would you try cultured meat?